called. Touchdown! No! No!
These things are a burial, a blowout, a human lock.
He runs with the 50. He runs with the 40. The guy is drunk, but there he goes.
I know the leagues. I know the teams. I know these players. I know this wonderful game called football.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Aota Picks.
Yo. How we doing?
The NFL. I'm Garrett. He's Jesse.
How we doing?
All right, we're coming into this week. We're at 500 officially.
Both of us?
We are actually both 9-9 on locks.
Wow.
Overall, 18-18 for the show.
Oh, I have. Wait, what? 1, 2. I went 5-2 last week.
You went 5-2, and I think you were. I mean, I'll go back after the episode and double check. But
I'm 10-9.
10-9. Oh, my bad.
9.
Okay, we're above 500. Jesse's above 500.
10-9 is 500. We had a great week last week. 5-2 last week.
18 overall.
I was hot last week. 5-2.
5-2. What a week.
Yeah, thank God.
I think I was 3-1.
Dude, I thought the Ravens -8 last week was an absolute lock. And it just clearly wasn't.
No.
We'll get into it, but we'll get it.
Yeah, we'll discuss it. The only one I missed was Giants. I had Giants -3.
Oh, the Giants. Oh,
Such a disappointment.
they're the Giants.
Yeah. The Giants. Do we want to recap Thursday night a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, I thought Trevor played pretty well.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say is I thought Trevor played well.
Yeah, Trevor looked good.
He threw the ball. I mean, that play, I saw the highlight this morning with Urban Meyer where he's supposed to pitch it to Robinson on the outside zone, and he kept it and he got stuffed at the 1. But it's still rookie mistake.
Yep.
I thought Jacksonville as a whole looked better.
100%. Yeah, I mean, Cincinnati didn't look like necessarily that bad either. Like Jacksonville just
in the first half, it was horrible.
Yeah,
they were horrible in the first half, and then Joey B said, "All right, let's beat the shit out of these losers."
Guys, we're losing to the Jaguars. Not gonna happen.
Never a good sign.
No, but that game too was basically like a 2019 or like 2020 college all-star game.
Yeah, and the other thing is
a young matchup.
Like it was just such a boring game to watch.
Yeah, it got good at the end though.
Yeah, I guess, but I mean, it was mostly really boring.
Yeah, they definitely gave us a shitty matchup, like Jaguars Bengals.
Always. Thursday night always sucked.
Not a single time in the history of the NFL has that been an interesting matchup. There's not been a single week where that would have been an interesting matchup in all of the NFL's history.
No.
All right. On to this week, though. Well, I guess that was this week. On to Sunday. Let's start off. Titans, 6-point favorites going into New York against the Jets, over under 44.5.
Julio and AJ Brown are both out, which actually I think makes this game a lot more interesting than people think.
Oh, for sure it does. I mean, those are huge pieces of the offense.
Yeah, I don't hate the Jets here this week, but I mean, I'm never going to bet against the Jets.
Yeah, it's tough to take the Jets at this point, given what we've seen from them. 0-3 against the spread to start the season, and the Titans have Derrick Henry.
Yeah,
they're still a force. But AJ and Julio out. I mean, it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting what they look like through the air, because the Jets DBs aren't very good. Their run defense is decent,
really
however.
Bad. Yeah. The Jets in general are just really bad.
But yeah, in general, they're really bad.
I kind of like I like Derrick Henry over in every single fucking prop here. I think he's just going to eat. They're just going to feed Derrick Henry, and that's it.
Do you have his over under for yards in front of you? It's got to be a lot.
I do not, but yeah, no, I can't find it.
Okay. I'm sure that number is it's got to be up there because everyone's saying now Derrick Henry's gonna have.
Sorry. Let's see what he is on. Well, I mean, the other thing is, what are they gonna do? Like, I mean, the Jets don't have a terrible run defense, but like, if they get into a 3rd and 8, you have to throw the ball.
Mm-hmm.
So who are you throwing to?
Yeah, I think was it Rodgers that scored a touchdown for them last week?
Yes.
Yeah. I haven't even heard of him, and he's like he's their number 3.
That's not horrible though. Derrick Henry's projected in a half PPR 20 fantasy points.
Jesus.
He's projected about 107 yards on 24 carries.
Okay. Yeah, probably a huge week for him, but I mean, if you're the Jets, you're just going 8 deep in the box and making Tannehill beat you.
And if he beats you, which he will, congratulations.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think the Titans win this handily, but I don't know. I don't love taking them to cover because AJ and Julio are out.
Yeah, me either. I might actually stay away from this game. I mean, if you are going to take something, at least take the money line. But otherwise, I'm probably staying away from this game.
Yeah, I think I'm out on it. Okay. Chiefs, 7-point favorites going into Philly, over under 54.5. It opened up 5.5 points before the Monday night game, moved to 7 after Philly got fucking trounced.
I love Kansas City here.
Yep.
Like, there's no
revenge game.
There's no other way around it that if you don't like Kansas City here, you're a dummy. You're a dummy. Kansas City's going to blow the brakes off Philly.
Yeah, I agree with you. This is, you know what? This is matchup of just like little fast wide receivers. I'm realizing I feel like there's going to be a lot of big plays in this one. You like Tyreek Hill, McCord Hardman, Pringle, Jalen Reagor, Devontae Smith. There's a shit ton of speed in this matchup.
I actually really like this matchup because I want to see how the Eagles, because recently, if you watch the Baltimore and, of course, the greatest win of all time last week, both Staley and Harbaugh's main purpose on defense was to take the roof off. Hey, we're going to play too deep, and if you could beat us in the middle, you beat us in the middle. But you're not going to beat us over the top, which realistically, Kansas City's offense is exactly that. They play you short, bang, over the top. Short, bang, over the top. So if Philly does the same thing, we could be a little interesting here. Could be interesting. I still like Kansas City to cover, though.
Yeah, me too. It's I think the biggest thing that playing like Kansas City is going to be able to move the ball no matter what. But the biggest thing that like bend don't break defense, Kansas City's turning the ball over now. So they're not just getting that big home run play to score. They're having to put together drives, and in the middle of those drives, Clyde is going to fumble at a certain point. A receiver is going to make a drop, and you're going to catch a tipped interception. Some like weird shit like that's going to happen.
They were also, I believe, I don't remember what it was on. They were talking about it. Somebody was talking about it this week. Mahomes is just playing reckless.
He is,
which he always did. He always was very reckless. He was never he's very composed, but he's always reckless. Sorry. He's always reckless. But last week against the Chargers, he was really bad.
Yeah,
I mean, he still threw for 250, 2 tons, but it's the when, I got away with it already. No, look, didn't get away with it this time.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's things that teams are figuring out, that if you could get Mahomes now to play a little bit more reckless while taking the roof off, because he threw that ball to Travis Kelce at the end of the game last week, but he overthrew him.
Yeah, that was
Even if he
super
if he put it on the money,
uncharacteristic of him.
if he puts it on the money, Kelsey's getting lit up. So in that case, you just throw the ball away and trust your defense, which is actually the worst defense in football, by the way. Kansas City Chiefs have the worst defense in football.
Okay.
I think the Jets defense is better.
Okay, whatever you say. I mean, they're not great though. And I don't know. There's definitely some concerns for the Chiefs early in the season, but still the Chiefs and the Eagles.
That's why they're going to smoke them this weekend. They're gonna smoke the
Eagles have a lot of weak spots. They're going to be schmacked. The Chiefs are 2-10 against the spread in their last 14 too. They're due to cover here.
They are due to cover, and they have not been great covering recently.
Mm-hmm.
They've not covered a lot of games recently.
I will say, I think the Chiefs win it by a couple touchdowns, but I still don't think they look great in this game. I think there's probably a game coming up in like 2 or 3 weeks that's going to be like the Chiefs breakout game.
Yeah,
and they're going to look incredible.
I could see it.
All right.
Yeah, coming.
Yeah. All right. Panthers, 4.5-point underdogs going into Dallas, over under 51.5. JC Horn and Christian McCaffrey both out for the Panthers.
Which is why I love Dallas here.
Mm-hmm.
I love Dallas in this spot. I also like the Broncos. I don't really think they're that good. I don't think Carolina's that good.
Yeah. Are they the biggest fraudulent undefeated team right now?
No, I think Denver still is, but
Denver's okay. I will say though, I like how Darnold's playing. Like I don't think that's fake. I think Darnold's gonna have a good year the whole year.
So do I. I think that especially in Matt Rule's offense, he looks more comfortable. He's also out of New York. He's not a Jet. He doesn't have to suck.
He doesn't have Adam Gase.
Yeah. Which really fucked his career.
Yeah. It's unfortunate.
We talked about it last week. Adam Gase, wherever he goes, they win the Super Bowl the year after. They win a national championship or a high school champ. He just is a fucking bad curse.
He's a mush. Big time.
He's a mush.
So yeah, I like the Cowboys here. I mean, the Cowboys actually look really good. This could be setting up, the week where they find a way to fuck it up, and it's like, oh yeah, they're the Cowboys. Like as soon as we get high on them, they're gonna suck. But they look really good all the way around.
The other thing about Dallas to me especially is that they had a really tough first 2 games. And I mean, they barely beat the Chargers, but you saw last week what Dallas does. That's the Cowboys. And if the Cowboys can play like that every week, they'll be fine. But Carolina is very good defensively this year. But I mean, without their best corner, he is their best corner already.
Yeah, that kid's been incredible his first couple games.
That kid can ball. So against CD and Amari, and for some reason Dalton Schultz, who just all of a sudden now is the best tight end in football. I like the Cowboys.
Me too. I do have a hot take for this game though. Sam Darnold, more passing yards than Dak Prescott.
I wouldn't be surprised. Dak over the last 2 or 3 games. Over the last 2 games has barely thrown for over 200 yards.
They've been running the ball a lot heavier. When we were complaining about not feeding Zeke in game 1, it's been a complete flip to the script for Kellen Moore.
And they're feeding Pollard too, which is just unbelievable.
Yeah, that's a great backfield combination they have going on right now.
Yeah, oh yeah. Probably the best in the league, to be honest. Or maybe Dalvin and Madison.
Yeah. I also don't think Chuba Hubbard is the next Mike Davis. I don't think like he's gonna be good for your fantasy team because the Panthers got no one else to give it to, but I don't think he's that good.
I love Chuba. I loved him at Oklahoma State. I think he's great.
All right, fair.
He's gonna change a lot ahead.
Loved him in college. I don't know. I saw him out there on the field. He looked small. He didn't look that quick.
He does look small.
I don't love it.
He does look small.
Yeah, Dallas though. Dallas big in this one. at Jerry's World.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Second home game of the year, Dallas. Love it.
Yeah. Giants 7-point underdogs going into New Orleans or wherever they're playing this game. Over under 42.
I think this game is in New Orleans.
Are they back now? I wasn't sure if they were back yet. That would actually be big. Let's find this out.
Because if it's the first game in the Dome,
Giants are fucked either way. It's the first game of the Dome, though.
yes, it is back in the Superdome.
Okay, it's a wrap.
It's over.
It's a wrap.
Love the Saints here. I do. I think 7 is a little high. I think the Giants have been playing pretty good football.
I mean, they just lost.
I mean, they're not winning, but I mean, look, Daniel Jones has looked good this year. He really has. He really has.
Giants are feisty.
Yeah. They're going to play. They're going to throw it down your throat. They're going to run the ball heavily. They play normal, old-time New York Giants football, and they just lose.
Yeah. I could see the Giants leading this game in total yards and losing by 21.
And losing by 20. Yeah, I could see it too.
I feel like that's probably what happens here.
Probably. I mean, if Daniel Jones can hold the football, I mean, they're in good shape.
Yeah, Daniel Jones been playing good. The offense didn't do much last game against the Falcons, which they should have, but also Slayton gets hurt, Shepard gets hurt. Two of their top receivers out. Evan Ingram's been hurt.
Yeah.
They're getting hit with the injury bug pretty bad over there. Their defense has some key injuries. Yeah.
It's been a shit show for the Giants this year.
Then in the red zone, this is where the Saints are going to dominate. Saints are 88% touchdowns in the red zone this year. Giants are 33%.
See, that's the problem.
Yeah.
One of the worst red zone offenses. Touchdown Alabama. One of the worst red zone offenses in the league.
Like the Giants have looked good too. They've been able to move the ball against everyone.
Yeah.
For not getting points on the board.
No.
I'm big time Saints in this one.
Yeah, me too.
Yep.
Me too. There's literally no other. It literally doesn't matter.
In the
Saints are gonna kill them.
All right, Browns 1-point favorites against the Vikings. Over under 51. I know the Vikings just beat the Seahawks, but I feel like I'm missing something here.
I mean, a lot of people I've been hearing around are saying this is going to be a trap game. I don't see it like that because I genuinely think they suck. I think Minnesota sucks.
I think
they got
I think Minnesota, how bad of an overall team they are is masked by the receivers they have, that they can just put up huge numbers.
Look, don't get me wrong. Minnesota's offense is top 10 in the league. Realistically, their offense is top 10, maybe top 5. Maybe.
Healthy Dalvin Cook definitely make that argument.
Yeah. Their defense is really bad. And when you have a really bad defense, I mean, it's not going to play. It's not going to play.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to stop the Browns here. Like the Browns are an absolute wagon right now.
But let's also be real. Like the Browns are a Super Bowl contender.
For sure.
Super Bowl contenders don't lose shitty games like this.
Yeah.
They don't lose to bad teams.
Yeah.
Love the Browns here. And I think the point spread being this low is very interesting.
Yeah, that's why. What am I missing? I don't know. Maybe the public's just big on the Vikings.
I don't know.
Also, rivalry game for Stefanski. He was the Vikings offensive coordinator a couple of years ago.
Before he was the coach of the I almost just said Green Bay Packers. The Minnesota Cleveland Browns. You are correct.
Yep. Yeah, love the Browns here. How about we're about to talk about the Bears too. So how about the Browns Bears last week refusing to block Myles Garrett.
So do you think that it's been talked around? I know Dan Orlovsky said it made a huge deal of this. Do you think Matt Nagy fucked up that game plan on purpose? Dude, I mean, come on. There is no way you don't know that Myles Garrett is coming for you. There's just no way.
I don't know if it's like maliciously on purpose, or if it is he's just so locked in this like stubborn sort of state that he just refuses to adapt.
Dude, I mean, how do you not even leave a running back in the backfield for protection? And if you want to send David Montgomery out, you bring in Tyreek Cohen and you play 2 running backs in the backfield. You need the help. Your offensive line is clearly struggling. And if you didn't notice that in the first 5 minutes of the fucking game, you deserve to be fired. Sorry, Matt Nagy deserves to be fired today.
100% agreed. 100%
That's ridiculous.
It's why are you setting up your rookie quarterback to fail like that? Like, well, it feels like saboteur. Like there's something wrong here.
Look, don't get me wrong. The Browns are amazing. The Browns really are one of the best teams in the league. They really are. But 9 sacks?
Dude, even
no team gives up 9 sacks. I don't give a shit who you are. You don't give up 9 sacks. That's disgusting. Matt Nagy's a fucking idiot. Idiot.
They had what? Didn't they have like 47 total yards after sacks?
Technically, they had 47 yards in the game.
Technically.
Because Fields threw for 48. Or I'm sorry, he had 47 passing yards. And because he lost 46 yards on sacks, technically the Bears passing offense had 1 yard. 1 yard. 1. Despicable.
Yeah. Fields has no business playing quarterback right now, given you're just going to feed him this bullshit offense. Like, this isn't helping him in any way.
Any way, shape, or form.
No, so let's move over to that game. Lions 3-point underdogs going into Chicago. Over-unders 41.5 for that one. And
I'm taking the fucking Lions.
Yeah, we don't know who the quarterback is.
I don't give a shit. Fuck Matt Nagy. I'm taking the Lions.
So
I love the Lions play here too.
I mean, I just want to look at like the 2 coaches. Motor City Dan Campbell is going to alpha Matt Nagy so badly.
Yep.
You might just fist fight him before this game. Like, it's just 2 such opposite different teams with how they're being coached right now.
Yep. And the fact of the matter is with with Dan Campbell, is they're playing tough. Most of their games, except the Green Bay game.
Mm-hmm.
The first game
first half, though.
Who did they play in the first game? Against
the 49ers.
San Francisco was close. They came back at the end and almost stunned San Francisco.
They covered.
They should have won last week.
Yep.
Legatron over there just blowing everybody away, but
also had a 4th and 19.
Yeah, great play by Lamar, but we'll get into that. The Lions should have won the game last week. The Lions should have a win. The Bears, I think the Bears now are the worst team in football.
Oh, Bears the worst team in football?
I originally said it was going to be the Eagles, and right now it's still looking good. I still think the Eagles are, but it's between the Eagles and the Bears.
Really? Okay.
Oh, well, I don't count Jacksonville. Like, Jacksonville just sucks.
Jacksonville's a college team.
Yeah. I mean, do they even count as a football team?
They're sort of like they're like a NFL FCS.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
There's 31 teams in the NFL and Jacksonville.
Yeah. Okay, so I like the Lions in most circumstances in this game. If Big Dick Nick starts, I think the Bears might win.
Yeah, me too.
I think he wins in spite of Matt Nagy.
Matt Nagy's offense perfectly fits Nick Foles. Boring, dumb.
I mean, this has the feel of like the time in the season where Nagy turns to Foles. Foles pulls out like 3 wins out of his ass in like 5 games, and then Nagy gets to stay on as the coach for the rest of the year because of that.
Yep. Dude, I mean, how has he not been fired?
It's so clear at this point in the season that he should have got fired before the year. It's kind of painful.
The only thing I'm thinking is that the Bears just don't care about this season.
Yeah, it's kind of a wash. But then that goes back to like, don't play Justin Fields then.
Yeah.
Don't ruin him this year.
Well, I mean, Dalton was hurt, so who are you going to play? Big Dick Nick?
Yeah. Like, yes, it's Nick Foles. It's a Super Bowl MVP we're talking about.
Yeah.
Especially against the Browns. That
Like, let him get killed.
Yeah, put Foles in last week, and then if you're gonna play Fields, bring him in this week against the Lions at home too. Yeah, don't understand it. But yeah, I mean, legitimately, I like the Bears.
I like the
Nick Foles plays.
If Nick Foles plays, great. If not, I like the Lions.
Yeah, with Fields, I like the Lions. All right, Texans 17.5-point underdogs against the Bills, over under 47. 17.5.
So my dumbass last week took Washington +7 against the Bills, and we all know what happened there.
Yeah,
I'm not really sure who I like here. I love the Bills to win the game. I just think it's a lot of points.
Yeah, I mean, both teams get paid to play football. Like, that is a lot of points.
A lot of points.
I'm just gonna say too, before this last Thursday night, if we just ignore like a couple days ago, Davis Mills, best looking rookie quarterback in the league.
Yep, no doubt.
He could be good. Tyrod Taylor could get his job cucked again.
That would suck.
I know, but I mean, he's like I was about to say he's like a repetitive Drew Bledsoe. No one who comes in is that good, but every time he gets hurt, like someone steps up and outplays how they're supposed to play.
Yep. We know that, and we'll get into that later also, especially
we'll get into
that's
that
a
later.
big we got to talk about that one too.
Absolutely. So I still like the Texans. They've been feisty.
I love Buffalo here.
But
Buffalo beats the shit out of bad teams. They're like the Ravens over the last 3 years, realistically, not so far this year. The Ravens beat the shit out of bad teams.
Yeah.
They didn't just beat them. They beat the shit out of bad teams.
I'm still trying to wrap my head around how Buffalo lost to Pittsburgh like a couple weeks ago.
Me too.
You
know what? In the cold, the first game of the season, I understand Mike Tomlin always winning that game. Mike Tomlin normally wins the first game of the year.
Yeah, I also think, though, if they had played that game, if Buffalo had seen Pittsburgh play for like at least a week, then the game plan going into it would have been different, where they wouldn't be going for it on fourth down. They wouldn't be taking as many chances. They would just be trying to pin Pittsburgh's offense deep.
Yes.
And would dominate
mostly the rest of the game.
Possession, yeah. But it did not turn out that way. Whatever, though, Buffalo looks like a whole different team. NFL Red Zone, like, they can't keep up with how often Buffalo scores.
No, nobody can.
It's absurd. The last couple of weeks, it's every 10 minutes, maybe. All of a sudden, there's another touchdown or another 10 points on the board.
You're watching Red Zone, Buffalo.
Yeah, this just in from Buffalo, and it's Josh Allen, like 60-yard angle route to Zach Moss, some shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, I like Buffalo just because the Davis Mills can't keep up scoring with them.
No.
17.5. I still think they won by a shit ton, but I can't justify taking 17.5 in
Me
an NFL
either.
game.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
Not that Buffalo's not going to win this game. They're going to win this game. It's just the points.
Because Buffalo could just clearly dominate them and still win by 14.
Yeah.
Yeah, but really, I don't know. Maybe, throw on Texans plus 750 on the money line just because.
Just for shits.
Just for shits and giggles. Who knows? Brandon Cooks might have like 4 touchdowns. I don't know.
Maybe. That would be
But Buffalo's legit though. Okay, Colts 2.5 point underdogs going into Miami, over under 42. If there was like a losers consolation like playoff bracket, these two teams would be heavy favorites. I think these two teams would be nice.
I don't understand why Indianapolis is so bad.
I don't either. They played a tough schedule to start.
They have had a tough schedule, and Carson Wentz not being 100% healthy has been a massive problem for Indy. But Miami now is in that same boat where, you know, Brissett was okay last week.
Yeah. Offense didn't look great, but I think they look better.
Yeah, Brissett carried them on like 3-4 downs. My thing is, where's the Colts defense?
Yeah.
The Colts were supposed to have a very, very, very high-end, high-rated defense this year, led by Leonard and Buckner. And the two of them aren't really performing.
Yep.
I'm sorry, they're performing, but to the standards of the Indianapolis Colts, they are not performing.
So I think their defense actually comes around. I mean, they've played Seattle, the Rams, and the Titans. They've played some
give up a lot of points everywhere.
Yeah, but they played some very good offenses. I think it's going to start to even out here.
Yeah, I do too, and I think it starts this week in Miami.
Yeah, no doubt. This is going against those 3 offenses compared to this Dolphins offense, how they're operating right now. Colts could be in for a big day. Their defense too, they've still forced 6 turnovers.
I kind of like the Colts this week.
I like them in this one.
I also like the Colts team over of 20.
Okay.
I think that offense can finally pick it up.
I think they can score 20. They could score 21 for sure. The Dolphins, interesting. The Dolphins have hit the under in their last 4 games.
Over under this week is 42, which is
42.
a little low.
Yeah.
Very low.
I think these two teams could like accidentally go over.
Me too.
Kind of like it.
24-21 game, and you're good there.
Yep. The Dolphins offense too. I think they're going to continue to improve the more they go throughout the year. I think Jacoby Brissett, when he's getting to work, because like they got some talented dudes. They got Devontae Parker, Jalen Waddle.
Will Fuller played pretty well last week.
He did get hurt. I don't know if he's playing this week.
I do not remember. Mike Gesicki,
Gaskin.
It's still Albert Wilson too. Interesting player.
Yeah. The O-line isn't as great, but like Jacoby's better suited to deal with that than Tua is.
Yes. Agreed.
And their defense. I mean, their defense ain't bad.
No.
Lightly talking myself into the Dolphins here, but no, I still like the Colts though.
I still like the Colts here.
Yeah, I don't think the Colts are an 0-4 team. That would be crazy.
I'm sorry to interrupt. Oklahoma's defense is fucking dog shit.
They're terrible.
Oh my God. They suck.
They're not a good team. Okay. Football team 1.5 point favorites going against the Falcons, over under 47.5. This originally opened.
This bad?
Huh?
Are the Falcons this bad? Really? Are the Falcons this bad of a football team?
They're pretty bad.
Do you think they're worse than Washington?
I do. And they actually opened as 1 point favorites. Then the money swung it to Washington.
Swung heavily.
Mm-hmm.
I like Washington here.
I do too. So you're asking about the Falcons if they're this bad. I don't think Washington's this bad.
I don't think the Falcons are this bad to lose like this. That's what I'm saying. Like, oh shoot, I thought the spread was higher. It's only 1.
Yeah, I'm confused. Who do you like in this one?
I like Washington here.
Okay, gotcha.
I think Heineke has a better day than he did last week. He was under a lot of pressure last week.
Yeah,
you're right. I'm sorry. I don't think Washington is this bad. You were right. I was wrong.
Okay.
I don't think Washington
gotcha.
is this bad.
Yep, I'm with you.
They had a really tough game last week, and especially against Buffalo in Buffalo is never an easy game for anybody.
No.
And you know what? The big thing last week is we didn't see a lot of pressure. Buffalo did a great job protecting Josh Allen last week.
Yeah. It's concerning because Washington's D-line still has not had a big game.
No.
They haven't shown, and in fact, they've actually struggled pretty heavily.
I actually like the big game this week against the Falcons.
Yeah, I'm with you here. I think this is the week that the Washington defense wakes up. Matt Ryan, he's gonna be a sitting duck there. I feel a little bit bad for him for the atrocities Washington's D-line's about to do to him this week.
And Matt Ryan last week got slammed by the Giants.
Yeah. Whose D-line was not doing very well previously.
Yes. I love Washington here.
Mm-hmm. I got something for the Falcons. Why is Kyle Pitts not being used in the red zone?
I have no idea.
He's playing 25% of the red zone snaps. Why the fuck did you draft this guy?
Nope, no idea.
That's shocking. And I'd also like to say Cordell Patterson is the best player on the Falcons.
Yeah, probably.
Think so.
Outside of Matt Ryan, but
nah, Cordell's better.
Stop. Matt Ryan's amazing. Matt Ryan does what he does.
Anymore.
No, Matt Ryan's still good at what he does.
Yo, what's the company? Fuck, I forgot the company. There's this one company that's been advertising Matt Ryan and Jimmy G together in the last week.
Probably Allstate. They need insurance for their bodies.
It was some clothing company, some douchey clothing company, but it's gonna be tough for them next week or next year when they're both backups.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. So Washington in this one.
Yeah, Washington.
All right. Afternoon games. Seahawks 2.5-point underdogs going against the 49ers. Over under 52. We got the matchup, the two worst teams in the NFC West.
Yeah, technically by record wise.
Yeah, worst teams. I don't know. Seahawks might suck.
I have no idea this game. This is a game where Russell Wilson does everything. And they lose.
To. Yeah.
But this is also a game where Russell Wilson does everything and they win.
Maybe. I'm not big on the Seahawks here, if I'm being honest.
I'm not big on the 49ers, though.
Okay.
I think the 49er defense is very overrated.
Well, the fact that they don't really have DBs right now, that scares me in this game.
Want to make a guest appearance?
Yeah.
Come say hello.
Oh.
What up, boys?
Whoa.
Bringing Nick Hogan. We're actually talking about the Niners.
We're talking about the Niners. What time?
All right. This wasn't planned or anything, I promise. But what I want to see out of the boys look good. We need to utilize Trey a little bit more. We've been only putting him in little short stretches. First week, we put him in a bunch. Last week, we need to put him in more. Jimmy's good.
Because he can't throw?
Huh?
Because he can't throw? Trey?
Who, Trey or Jimmy?
Yeah.
No.
Trey can't throw.
Trey could throw. He's just young. He's learning. As a Niners fan, I'm completely content with Trey sitting on the bench all year. And then next year, he'll come in. He's learning Shanahan's playbook. He's a film junkie. So
yeah.
You see us play the Packers? We're back, baby. Our JV team's gone.
Oh, my God.
We should have won that game. Bad clock management. But this week, Seattle, my score prediction, we blowing them out.
What's
35?
So you like
35-21.
So you like the -2?
35-21.
Yeah.
Okay.
Seattle looks hurt. Lockett's out. DK, we're gonna clamp him up.
Fuck, I forgot Lockett's out. I have him in every fantasy league.
Brutal.
Shit.
Brutal. Yeah, the Seahawks feel like they might be getting to the point where they start imploding.
Yeah.
Like if they lose this one badly, go 1-3.
It's Time to talk.
In that division,
Downhill.
too. In that division.
Can't lose in the West right now. AFC
You got
or
too many
NFC.
dogs in
Can't
the
be
West.
losing.
No.
Both sides of the West are unbelievable this year,
Yeah, they're
except the Broncos. But we'll get there.
except the Chiefs actually, but it's okay.
They are the worst.
I'm not worried about the Chiefs.
I am.
I had this thought a couple days ago, which I don't really like,
Yeah.
but I had it. So I'll say it. My prediction next year is Rodgers and Devontae both sign with the 49ers.
You know what? I love that.
Yeah. I don't love it, but I think it's probably true.
I don't think Devontae does though.
You don't think so?
I think he's gonna go to one of the LA teams.
Okay.
I'm obviously I pray the Chargers. But I
Dude,
think he's gonna come.
Could the Rams? I mean, no way Rams could pay him as well, right?
Who knows, dude? The Rams could fucking
That would be
somehow they make everything work.
ridiculous.
Somehow
Yeah,
the
that would
Rams
be
always make
ridiculous.
everything work.
I don't know. Also, it's insane to me how literally you could give Kyle Shanahan any running back. It doesn't matter. They're gonna do well.
Well, yeah, that's his system.
They literally didn't have a running back last week. They played Sermon a little bit, but they were using like Debo as a running back part of the time and still worked. Doesn't matter who you have. Yeah, I like the 49ers here though. Big time.
Me too. Me too.
I also love the over, but the over feels a little too obvious to me.
I actually hear like the under.
Do you?
I think Russell Wilson's gonna have a tough day.
Okay.
Especially Bosa didn't really do much last week. I think he's gonna get hit.
Okay.
I like the under here.
All right. Interesting. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I am too confident in this over. I thought it was just obvious that like teams are gonna put up points, but okay. Have to think about it. Next game, best two teams in the NFL going at it. Cardinals 4.5-point underdogs against the Rams. Over under.
Let's relax there with the best two teams.
The battle of the undefeateds, best teams in the NFL here.
I'm sorry, I love the Rams.
Rams look really good last week.
Really
and
good.
the week before and the week before that. But
You
we have a
guys did not
chance.
start too hot last week.
No, we
They
play
came
down
in-
to our competition.
Always.
Yeah.
Came in, you closed it out well. Here I don't really know. I don't know. I don't know. I like the Rams, but I'm not confident in it. I think 4.5 is a little too much for me to
Yeah.
cover.
4.5 is a lot. We've been playing really well. And so the Rams in the last 8 games are 7-0-1 against the spread against us. We're due to cover.
You are due to cover.
We are due to cover. This is the best team we've had in a while. I think we can get this one. McVay's had our number a little too much.
He's good at that too. He always has everybody's number.
Yeah.
He has the division number.
Although the Rams, seeing McVay just basically half chubbed running down the sideline, that long Deshaun Jackson touchdown, that kind of scared me.
Also, McVay just always gives me a half chubber, to be honest. He's such an amazing coach. He really is.
He's such the guy's the perfect LA coach.
Yep, perfect.
If he's not already, I mean, he's gonna be a superstar there with Stafford.
Yeah, he already is.
Other than Deshaun Jackson too, just being revived to still be faster than everyone in the NFL.
In the world.
Crazy.
Fuck Deshaun Jackson. I hate that bastard. But
You don't like Deshaun Jackson?
I hate Deshaun Jackson.
Oh man, I had to run back some old Deshaun Jackson Philly highlights recently. So good.
Fuck Deshaun Jackson.
Okay. I'm riding with my boys though. I gotta stay with them.
I don't blame you. I would too.
Yeah. We'll see how good we really are here.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing.
I'm excited. Winner of this game too, or either winner of this game or if one just has a way better performance is going to determine the leader for MVP.
Yeah,
Between Stafford and
between
Kyler.
Stafford and Kyler. Because right now Stafford's MVP.
I would say so. Yeah.
If Kyler outduels Stafford, I mean, whoa, now we got a little bit of a talk here.
Oh yeah. Next game, Steelers 6.5 point underdogs against the Packers, over under 45.5. Big Ben, I think, stuck around a little too long. He's out there with arthritis, with Alzheimer's.
You see that video of him eating shit last week?
That was horrible.
So funny. That was awesome.
Like he was getting tackled by a ghost. He was getting sacked by a ghost there.
Yep. He literally just ate shit.
There's a full compilation of just of Big Ben plays from last week that it's painful
Him
to
eating
watch.
shit. It was him eating shit.
No, he's aging in dog years this year too.
Yeah.
Like week 1, I was like, okay, Ben, he's still got it kind of, and it's been progressively worse.
Worse. He's been so bad.
It's dangerous to have him on an NFL field. Like,
yeah, I mean, he's so
go to
old.
Dewey Haskins.
Dewey Haskins.
I think he'd be better right now, but
Yeah, Ben
We'll
looks
see.
horrible.
we'll see. You can't really bench Big Ben.
No.
So against the Packers,
I love
Aaron
the
Rodgers revenge tour is fully back.
And the game is in Green Bay. Pittsburgh's gonna be 1-3 by the end of tomorrow. By the end of tomorrow.
Packers gonna roll.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know though. Steelers defense, I feel like they gotta have a bounce back at some, maybe not this game, but like the Steelers defense is still good. We're gonna get.
I also think Mike Tomlin's gonna have them ready to play this week.
That's true.
I don't love the Packers +6. I mean,
Okay.
-6. I
You're
think the Packers
expecting
win the
close
game. I
Mhm.
think the Packers win the game, but the spread's a little high for me. The Steelers defense is fucking good. But is TJ playing this week?
Last time I saw he was questionable.
That's a huge play.
Yeah, that definitely made a big difference to that defense.
If TJ doesn't play, then it's an L. If TJ plays, then they could possibly cover.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see.
Oh, he was a full participant on Thursday. I think he's playing.
All right, so he'll play. I like the Steelers to cover, but I like the Packers to win.
Okay. Do you think it's gonna be low scoring then?
I don't know. I really don't know.
Yeah. Because I think Rodgers is gonna put up points.
Realistically, we could see Claypool going off for 30, having 3 tugs. We could see Ben going for 360, 3 tugs and a pick. You know.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I don't know. I personally love the Packers. I think the Steelers defense is good. Rodgers' revenge tour's back on, though. He's going to put up points against anyone right now. And I have zero faith in Big Ben and the Steelers offense.
0.
Yeah, I'm riding Packers this week.
Yeah, me too.
All right, next game, Ravens 1-point favorites going into Denver, over under 44.5.
I'm sorry, Claypool is out tomorrow.
Okay, I was thinking he was hurt before, but I didn't. Okay.
No Claypool.
Deontay Johnson, what's going on with him?
I don't know. Whatever, let's just get to the next game.
Yep. We're gonna see if the Broncos are for real. I feel like we got like a pretty good sense on who the Ravens are. Like they're a solid team. They have the ability to beat anyone, but also I wouldn't say they're with that Lions game, I wouldn't say they're necessarily like Super Bowl favorites.
No, I also think that Denver is very overrated.
Most likely. They've played a combined 0-9 schedule. Or opponents who are 0-9.
You should be 3-0 if you play 0-9.
Absolutely. Yeah. Then both these teams, the injury list for this game, it's like multiple pages long if you had to print it out. It's so long. Both these teams are hurt by injury, but I think the Broncos it's going to have a bigger effect on them in this game.
Yeah, because they don't have Chubb.
Yep.
They don't have Chubb.
They're missing him. They're missing another linebacker. Like if they had a fully healthy defense, I think they somewhat hold Lamar here, but having a banged up defense, it's hard for me to imagine they shut down Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, I can't see it.
Yeah. Teddy Bridgewater, though.
Teddy is Teddy. Teddy two gloves.
Don't sleep. 39-12-1 against the spread.
Yeah.
Keeps doing it. He's also averaging 8.7 yards per pass. No turnovers this year.
I actually took the Ravens already. Like I already put money on the Ravens. I actually took it on Monday.
Okay, confident.
On Monday at plus 105.
Okay. Well, a lot of confidence in the Ravens here.
And then there was a lot of line switching.
Yeah.
The line has moved up and down and up and down and up and down.
It's basically a pick 'em. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm with you though. I'm with the Ravens. Like I think honestly, I think the Broncos are a good team, but it's just such a jumping competition compared to what they've been playing and injuries on defense. Jerry Judy's out. Yeah. It's gonna be a tough week for him.
Let's get to the best game of the week.
Sunday Night Football. Brady returns. Buccaneers 7-point favorites going into New England. Over under 49.
Brady breaks the passing yards record.
I love that. I had written down Brady's probably going to throw for 7 touchdowns in this game.
Yep.
Yeah. Breaks the passing yard record, 7 touchdowns. Seems about right.
How do you think the New England fans are going to react?
I mean, I think there's going to be a lot of applause for Brady.
I think so too.
I think it's going to be weird when Brady is dominating New England, throws a touchdown pass at the end of the half to go up 28 and fans are cheering. I think it's going to be a weird situation.
Like, you know how Brady always ran out of the tunnel and was like, yeah, and everyone just went like around him. I think he does that too. How do you not do that? Yeah. How do you not go back to your spots? You know? Yeah. And this is such an emotional game too. Not just for Brady, but for Belichick, for Robert Kraft, for Patriots, for Pat's Nation.
All of Massachusetts.
And they're going to get fucking blown out.
Brady's going to do disgraceful things to the Patriots.
Disgraceful things to Belichick.
I feel so bad for Mac Jones in the spot. Like
me too.
He's in the most undesirable position of anyone. The greatest football player of all time. You're replacing the greatest football player of all time.
Yeah.
Then he's coming into your stadium with a way better team. And all of
they lost last week
are going to be.
And they lost last week.
And and you're coming off a pretty shitty performance the week before.
Yeah, I love Tampa.
I'm huge on Tampa. Brady's also the most confident man in the world right now.
Yep.
Like he's going to want to run it up on New England, and if he wants to throw 7 touchdowns, he's going to throw 7 touchdowns.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. Gonna be a great game though. Just the whole atmosphere is gonna be really cool to see. Okay. Monday Night Football. Here we are. Raiders 3-point underdogs against the Chargers. Over under 52. Coming off a huge win in Kansas City.
Yeah. Maybe the best we've played in years.
Probably, Chargers' best game in years. I'd say that.
And, we fucking did it. That's all I'm going to say. We won the game by doing what Chargers football just clearly isn't. Somehow fuck it up at the end and lose. We didn't, which was so shocking. I remember seeing on Sunday a tweet from Marty Mush of Barstool. He goes, God, it's so easy taking Kansas City when they're plus money. Yeah? Suck it, bastard. I was so hyped. That was the best we've played. And what a call by Staley. What a ballsy motherfucker. Ballsy motherfucker. No, I wouldn't have thrown. I would have kicked the field goal.
Yeah, he's playing to win.
He is playing to win.
Shocked.
But on 4th and 9?
I texted too. I'm like, what the fuck are the Chargers doing right now? Like, I was shocked. I thought the obvious play there was the field goal.
Me too. But again, as we were talking, reckless Mahomes. Can't do that.
Yeah.
Herbert looked great. Mike Williams is the best receiver in the NFL.
Oh my God, he had a huge week.
Huge.
Him and Herbert
catches 100 something. Yeah. Well, the thing is, we're playing the Saints' old offense. So what we did was we put Mike Williams in the same position that Michael Thomas used to play. It shows.
He's
playing like Michael Thomas.
Yeah. It's a good point. It's working really well.
Yeah. I love the Chargers here, obviously.
Okay.
I think the Raiders are pretty legit, though, I will say. Plus, it's a reunion game for a lot of players and coaches.
Mm-hmm.
Casey Hayward, Denzel Perryman, and Gus Bradley are all coming back to Los Angeles. But I think it's a whole different team than what it used to be, so they don't really know much. But I like the Chargers here.
Okay. Yeah, I like I'm leaning Chargers. I think it's going to be a really close game. I think it's one of those shootouts where whoever has the ball last ends up winning.
Yeah.
I mean, Raiders, Chargers, Monday night. These games always feel great.
No, they're the best game of the year every time.
They always turn out to be great games. Yeah.
I love playing the Raiders. It's always fun for me. So yeah, it is going to come down to like the last play. And hopefully we have the ball. And if it's Herbert, I'm confident. And I haven't said that in so long. Like when we had Rivers, I was, Rivers got it. Pick. Fuck. Like, but I knew it was coming where Rivers would fuck up.
Yeah. Eventually, you know.
I know Phil's got the win. Phil's going to go get us this win, but I really knew what was going to happen. I was going to pick, fumble, lose. We'd lose somehow.
Yep.
I don't feel that anymore.
You shouldn't either. I mean, Herbert has proven to be clutch.
Yeah. Herbert's the GOAT.
He's pretty fucking good.
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
I like the
I'm not taking either. I like the over, though. Shootout. Yeah. Last team with the ball wins, I think.
That's good. That's a good call.
Oh, I think Darren Waller's going crazy in prime time, too.
Yeah. Oh, my God. He went
I
crazy.
love Waller in this one.
Yeah. Me too.
All right, locks.
I'll go first. So my locks of the week will start with Washington football team -0.5. I think Atlanta sucks.
Agreed.
That's all I gotta say. Dallas -4. Ravens money line. Ravens -1. Whichever one you really want to take. Doesn't really matter. They're probably going to be around the same odds. Take whichever odds are better. I like the Browns. A lot of people think this is a trap game. Good teams don't lose to bad teams. That's all I'm going to say. Kansas City minus touchdown. I think that they're not going to lose 3 in a row. And Charger money line. I do have a teaser this week. New Orleans -0.5, Tampa pick'em, Cleveland +5, and Tennessee -2. I took it early in the week. Hopefully it plays out. Also, a very interesting pick I saw this week. +300, Derrick Henry to have the most rushing yards. I like it.
Ooh, +300.
And something else I saw, I don't know if many books have it. Mine happens to. First team to win. Jets +115 or Giants -145.
Oh, okay.
I like the Jets +115.
Do you have a specific game you're thinking they're going to win? Like what's their matchups next week?
Well, they play the Falcons in
Okay.
London.
I like this.
They play the Patriots again. They play the
yeah, I like
Bengals.
the Jets.
Yeah, I kind of like the Jets
Yep.
because
Like
look,
that bet.
let's
That's
be real here. Let's be realistic here. The Giants this week play the Saints, then the Cowboys, then the Rams, then the Panthers, then the Chiefs, then the Raiders, then the Bucks, and then the Eagles. And they still have 6 games left against hard teams. I think the Jets may be able to squeak out a win against Atlanta or squeak out a win against the Falcons.
I 100% agree. I think they beat Atlanta next week.
So do I.
Playing at fucking 6:30 a.m. That's gonna be a
In
weird
London.
game. In London, yeah. Okay, I like it.
Oh, my mortal locker this week.
What are we riding?
It's the man from the other side. It's Brady. Brady's going to win at home.
Yeah. It's the house that Brady built,
It is the house that Brady built.
actually. Robert Kraft is paying rent to Brady right now.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so Bucks money line then.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I like it. Let me pause real quick. I'm gonna go grab the sauce, and yeah, this is gonna suck, but
So, everybody, I am actually 4-0 on mortal locks. Well, going into this week because Brady's 4-0 mortal locks. Clearly, Garrett over here is just not. So, if you need to win money, if you're thinking of any type of money to win, follow my mortal locks. I mean, yeah, the odds are a little high on some of them, but it's a lock. You're going to win money, so you might as well place the bet. You might as well do it. Oh, no. Oregon. Oh, Oregon. You know, you can't ever do anything good with a thing that rhymes with a quack. Fucking Ducks. Jesus, Oregon. They stink. So, you know, tell me what you guys like. Follow me on Twitter at Jesse _ Simon 616. Tweeting all day, you know, finding some stuff out there. So might be able to find some shit that you might like. Pretty funny. I think I'm a funny guy. So let's see if Oregon was down here. So today in college, the boy has Michigan. I won this morning. He has a lot on Cincinnati. We haven't checked Cincinnati score in a while, so let's take a look. They were up 17-0 the last time I looked. And live from South Bend is at a commercial. Alabama today, huge favorites. See how they're doing. They're a commercial as well. Let's see how Oklahoma State. Oh, here we go. We're back.
yep.
I was just talking for like 2 minutes. So every game is at a commercial.
Keeping the show going.
Yeah, why not?
Oh yeah. Look at this shit, dude.
Oh, heinous.
We're gonna get back to my locks. First off, I owe for week 2, losing my lock of the week. I said I would take a glob of the bomb sauce. I instead have the last dab, which I believe is worse.
That is worse.
So cheers. This is going to fucking suck.
I'm gonna throw up.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so glumpy.
Oh my god. I actually might.
Make sure you get your tongue in there.
I actually might throw up.
You got milk?
Yeah. Fuck. Okay. Down the hatch, then I'm gonna read these off quickly. Oh fuck.
Oh, God.
That's... Okay.
Quick,
We're gonna
read.
start off. Football team 1.5 point favorites against the Falcons. Saints 7-point favorites against the Giants. Cardinals 4.5 point underdogs against the Rams. Packers 6.5 half-point favorites against the Steelers. Raiders and Chargers over 51.5. Lock of the week. Browns -1 against the Vikings.
I love it.
Teaser plus 300. Titans pick up. Browns plus 4.5. Chiefs -1. Bucks -1.
All righty.
Oh, I got the hiccups so bad.
You heard it here first. We'll be back next week. Make sure to follow Aota Picks on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. Subscribe and like all the videos.
All of it.
You know what we do. Follow us individually on Instagram, Twitter for always picks, always comments about everything that's happening in the sports world. And we'll see you back here next week.
Yes, sir. Thanks for watching. We're out.
Peace.